Well, the Jewish holiday of Purim starts tonight at sundown. It commemorates the liberation of Jewish people leaving the ancient Persia.
A Boynton Beach man recently donated an heirloom with special meeting during this holiday, one with deep meaning to his family, to the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum in Washington, D.C. Jay Jarvis spoke with him about the significance of preserving that piece of history.
This is something that was very precious from many, many years, decades ago, but it still reminds us of the horror of the Holocaust.
That precious item is this 14-inch silver Purim Megillah case. It holds the scroll of Esther, the story of what happened during the Purim holiday. And as per tradition, it was passed down to the oldest son of each generation of the Beska family for years, until March 1944, when the Germans deported them and other Jewish people from their hometown in Greece to Auschwitz concentration camp, but not before the Beskas hid their precious heirloom.
My grandparents took all the jewelry they had and the Megillah and buried it outside of their house.
Joe Beska says all were killed except for his father, Samuel, who returned to Greece after the camp was liberated and retrieved the buried Megillah. Years later, he passed it down to Beska and his brother, who decided to donate it to the U.S. Holocaust Museum in Washington, D.C. for safekeeping.
It was bittersweet to let it go, but I know deep in my heart, and my brother does too, that that's probably what my dad would have wanted, and what my grandparents would have wanted. For it to be shown.
The Beska family's Megillah has been at the museum for 6 months now. Beska has not yet gone to see it, but he hopes others do and walk away with a renewed sense of purpose.
Unfortunately, during the Holocaust, many backs were turned. There was quite a bit of denial. People didn't believe that it was happening. And even today, some people don't believe it ever happened. And I think one of the mantras of a Holocaust survivor, especially in the Jewish religion and also in the Christian religion, is to never forget.
And the director of the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum Southeast region says these kinds of artifacts from survivors are so essential to preserve the history of the Holocaust, especially as the eyewitness generation grows older.
So generous of them.
Yeah, just a great gesture by the family to do this.
He said that the scroll was so delicate that he was just worried, like when he would handle it himself. So he thought the museum would take care of it and just be able to preserve it and for his family for generations to come.
Special heirloom.
Yes.
All right, Jade, thank you.
Well, U.S. Supreme Court Justice